Welcome back, folks. Back again. I wanted to give you guys a little follow-up on what I'm doing here. Got my pump filter. I ended up ordering my GFI online. If for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about or what's going on, you might want to check out my previous videos so you can see how I got to this point back there and what happened in between. Let me turn my camera on. I'll show you guys what I got here. So I got this little filter. I was told by somebody to try it out, keeping in mind that this is just an extra filter because I have that other canister filter in the back. I don't know about this. This canister filter is only about that big, super tiny. It says it's for up to 1,100 gallons, and like I said, it's only going to be a secondary filter. We'll give it a go and see what happens. I got my GFI. I ordered this one online. It was cheaper to order online. My pump, which is the same pump that I have back inside the pond now. And I have a UV light. Apparently my UV light's not working, and I'm assuming the bulb just burnt out. So I'll put this stuff together here and get set up. So this filter, just so you guys know, this is the media brings inside of it. I looked it up again on Amazon, and some mixed reviews. Very few bad reviews compared to the better reviews. Has the bio balls back in there. That's the lid for it. And then it has these two pieces of media, very thick. I'm sure they're gonna be hard to clean, and they're supposed to fit in this hole. The only thing that I see about that is once it's dirty, you gotta squeeze it to get it out, so you're gonna be squeezing stuff out. I'm gonna get some kind of quick disconnect here so I could take this whole canister out from behind the pond when I clean it. Because if I'm gonna squeeze all that crap back into there, I'm gonna need to be able to rinse it out. I guess I'll show you guys when I set it up. So this is the way it looks like when the hose goes through the filter media. So now you guys understand what I'm talking about. So I guess you got it disconnected in here. This spins off. And take the media out. Can't wait to hook this up. I have a bad feeling. There's a lot of the bad reviews show it leaking everywhere. From here, from the lid. The lid is 2 pieces. So this is part of the lid. Come on. This one goes on here, has an O-ring on it. And I bend this other piece. This other piece, I guess, is just like works more like a nut than anything else, because never gonna get water on this side. And this just squeezes the O-ring on there. So I looked at the surfaces and they look flat. There shouldn't leak, but we'll see what the reviews are all about. And that's the filter put together. This is just the outlet for the UV light. Has a little UV light on there. So I'll have 2 small UV lights. I'm planning to change the UV light system to put a better one in here. We'll see how this works out, and I'll do that a little bit in the future. Stand by. So let me show you guys what this water pump here looks like. Like I said, this is the same exact pump that I have in there now. The only issue that I had was that I got something caught up in the impeller, and it overheated my pump, causing that GFI to trip on me. But what comes in the box are these fittings here, so you could put different size hoses on it. Has little suction cups so you could route the wires and the hose when you get the hose. But oh no, I apologize. These rubber suction cups go on the bottom of the base of the pump, so you can stick it on a smooth surface and your pump doesn't move around, but it's not going to go anywhere. Pump is very heavy. I mean, I have it on mine, but it's more for padding than anything else. And then this is what the pump looks like here, which is pretty cool. This bracket here comes off and you could rotate it and you could put the pump at whichever angle you want. So I think I have mine just facing straight up and down and it sits there. The rubber grommets or the rubber suction cups clip onto here. I have them on mine, like I said, but it's just for a base. Obviously it's not going to suction onto that rubberized paint. You could use this as an inline pump as well. It's threaded on this side, so the fittings that this comes with look like this. Look like this. So I believe that this is 7/8 and a 1-inch hose. You could use either or. I just cut it off and used the 1-inch. So you could either screw this on here, so you could use it like an inline pump, and you screw the other one up on top. That one has threads, forever threads. So you could have this outside and this could go into the pickup somewhere inside your pump, inside your pond, I'm sorry. And it works just like an inline pump. I have it set up. I have it set up like this. I think I'm gonna try to put this one standing up like this somehow, so it never picks up the stuff off the bottom. That way, if that one gets jammed up, I mean, at least this one won't. Either that or put a brick under it or something and keep it maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches off the bottom. So unfortunately, I won't be able to show you what it would look like underwater, but I'll let you guys know what I did. So I just opened that drain valve. So much water comes out of that at a time. I mean, I'll have half of this done in about 20 minutes. I should be able to close this valve. And all I'm looking for is to get under that water level, so I could open that pipe up, and so I could comfortably run the wires through this pipe. The top of this is a lot higher than my water level inside, so I could run wires in here and never have to worry about losing water. And I don't have to have wires hanging over the side of the pond, although I do have my water heaters hanging there, but that's not all the time. That's just in the winter time. Other than that, the pond on the outside is clean. There's nothing hanging around out on it. Here's this trough. So I'll do a setup on this side where I could hook up that other filter, and I'll show you guys in a minute. So you guys saw my last video. This is a good water level to work with. I usually bring it down when the temperature drops. I'm gonna leave it at this level for a few days. Tomorrow is supposed to go down to about 50 degrees here. So I'm taking advantage of doing this while the water level is low. So that's the pipe that I run the wiring through. And that's the one I'm gonna use for the pump. Just so I can find my finger here. That would be for the pump. There. And this one is going to be for the wiring. Alright, boys and girls. My other pump is installed. A lot more water flow coming out of the waterfall. Makes it a little louder. There's the fitting that I put in there. The hose runs, oops, put my fat fingers in there. My hose runs back down this way and it goes to the pump, which is right here. So should get better water quality. I'm gonna go around back real quick. Well, here you have it, guys. Finished the setup here. I have the 90 going down to the filter. Shut off valve for each of the pumps. And I have 2 GFIs. Sorry guys, I only have one hand. But I have 2 GFIs, so now the system is going to be protected. I'll show you the GFIs in a second when I get all this stuff out of my hand. Now I do have to show you guys. Oops, sorry, that was a leaf. If you guys go back to one of the previous parts of this video, there's a lot more water flow coming out of there. I think it looks a little better, but now I just got to get used to that noise. The other one became more relaxing to me, but now this is gonna be a little louder. But I think it's gonna look better. Of course, there's not enough water in there now, but as soon as I get the water flowing, the water is crystal clear now. I mean, you can see even through that little bit of glare, you can see the bottom. So this is the current situation here, no pun intended. We have, oh God. Here, we have 1 GFI. And that GFI protects this circuit. And it also protects these 2 circuits up here. So what I'm gonna do in a second here, I'm gonna have a GFI here and a GFI down here, and those are going to be 2 separate circuits. So one won't, so only one will trip down here, and if something happens on this circuit, only one will trip. I'll have 1 pump up here, 1 pump down there. That way I minimize the chances of losing both pumps at the same time. Unless we get a hurricane or some kind of blackout, then I got to pull the generator out, or pull out a 12-volt battery and put one of my live well pumps in here. But that's plan C. Be back in a second. I'm gonna open this puppy up. All right, folks. So now I have a GFI and a GFI. Not the same brand, but just one is just as good as the other. So these 2 are tied together right here. And these 2 are tied together. And of course, none of this has power on it. I did check it. I have my trusty little meter here. I'll show you how I checked the GFI in a little bit. But I'm gonna put it back together. All right, so now I have these both on a separate circuit. This one is checking good. This one stays on when I trip the other one. I check down here. I wish these wouldn't latch every time, but I check down here, and I have company. And that works. So these are good now. And power's back on. Well guys, here we are at the end of this video. I want to let you guys know that although it sucked to get to where I'm at now, because I did lose my fish, I'm happy with the way this turned out. You guys can see here the water clarity is so much better than it was before. I guess that extra filtration really helps. So I do have double the water flow, and that little bit of extra filtration went a long way. I did wait a few days to make sure that this filtration system was good. I did see the bad reviews saying that their systems had leaks in them and stuff. I didn't get it. Either I was lucky or they were unlucky, however you guys want to look at it. But you guys can see it turned out quite well. I'm going to put a video here shortly so you guys can see the difference between the night shot from the other day to the night shot on this video, and you guys can compare the quality. So here you guys could appreciate the difference in the water quality from my previous video to this video. I think it's a big difference. I think it looks super good right now. I have been checking that filter in the back, and I haven't had any issues, but that concern brought me to thinking about putting a low level water switch or low level switch in the pond here. If one of those filters in the back was to spring a leak or some plumbing, at least my pumps will turn off at a predetermined water level. So if I want to keep it at 2 feet or a foot, you know, whatever's going to save the fish until I fix the leak, I'll put that in. So I called a buddy of mine. I hadn't talked to him since sometime last year, and I was talking to him about my pond and how I lost my fish. And it turns out he had a little mishap too. His filter cracked, or I think it was a plumbing, one of the hoses that went to the filter cracked, and it pumped all the water out of the system, and his fish died. He had like no water left in the pond. So that pushed me to do this sooner than later. I mean, I had already ordered my switches last night when I was laying in bed, but after talking to him today, I'm glad I did. I don't want to wake up to a surprise and find my pond drained out because my pump pushed all the water out through a crack or something. So I might do a little video, show you guys how I installed it and how it works and what it looks like. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys got something out of it.